Well, good morning. Happy Monday, everybody. Sure hope you had a good weekend. Let's get to work with Wake Up with Witcher on this Monday morning. Do you need a mortgage? Volunteer Home Mortgage in Maryville is ready to help you out. Give them a call today, 865-238-7500, or visit them online at volunteerhomemortgage.com. A beautiful start to this Monday morning. Happy Monday, everybody. Again, sure hope you had a great weekend. Good morning, Julie, Krista, Lisa, and Denise. Denise, we're still working on trying to get those photos uploaded through Witcher's Pictures. We're back at it here this Monday, so I'll get a hold of the app developers here throughout the day today. But hopefully you saw that live camera. That's not a live camera. That's a time-lapse. Well, we'll show you a time-lapse from yesterday. Then we'll show you a live camera from downtown Gatlinburg coming up in just a second. But again, a beautiful day yesterday. It was a steamy day. Had some showers and thunderstorms that were firing across parts of the Cumberland Plateau. But really didn't see a whole lot in the valley. A couple of showers swung their way on through, and that was about the extent of it. So hopefully, again, you enjoyed the day yesterday. And it turned out to be a nice sunset late last night. And a nice steamy sunset as well. I'm off camera here. Let's get on camera, Witcher. Come on, Witcher. Get it together. Good morning, Lee. Good morning, Becky. We've got Linda, Kathy joining us as well. Let me know what you did this weekend. If you didn't join Wake Up with the Witcher on the weekend edition, but yesterday we did top out at 92 degrees. I was forecasting, I always like to keep you in check. I was forecasting 93. So we hit 92. Didn't pick up any rainfall officially at McGee-Tyson Airport, Crossville, Chattanooga, or Tri-Cities. Most of the rain yesterday was across parts of the Cumberland Plateau. But again, we saw a couple of showers in and around the Central Valley. That's rainfall totals over the last 24 hours. When you look at the rain over the last 2 days, including the entire weekend, again, most of us, I should say most of us saw something, like a sprinkle, to a light shower, to a trace, to some of you just not picking up much at all, like McMinn County or even Sevier County. Didn't pick up a ton of rainfall here this past weekend. All right, let's talk about your weather headlines. Another steamy day ahead of us here today with some isolated storms, minimal at best throughout the day today. We've got a lot of instability. We just don't have a lot of energy in the atmosphere to work with to pop off a whole lot of showers and thunderstorms. It will get fixed eventually. I promise you, Denise. I promise. They're on it. But we got to get to them during the work week, right? We have two cold fronts on the way this week. One comes through on Wednesday. Cold front number 2 comes through on Sunday. And we're talking about Hurricane Erin, still a Category 4 hurricane. All that and so much more coming up here on Wake Up with the Witcher, along with some Witcher's Pictures and, of course, your national holidays for the day today. Temperatures this morning starting off in the 60s and 70s. Just walked down to the bus stop with my kids. It feels good outside. It feels good. So hopefully you have a chance to maybe roll down the windows on your way to work, crank up the tunes after Wake Up with the Witcher. Unless you're driving to work right now, then you don't want tunes and Witcher. That'd be a lot. Anyways, here's your futurecast throughout the day. We'll see building afternoon clouds. Again, a little bit of a northerly flow taking shape in the atmosphere because we've got a ridge in the mid-levels to our west. But the big country, the big picture, there's a ridge dominating much of the country, really. So you can really see how we're not going to see much activity on our futurecast. When you switch over to how much is going to make its way to the surface, again, minimal at best. Now, it is summertime. It is August. We've got some instability in the atmosphere. We just don't have a lot of energy to spark off these storms. So most of the activity is likely to stay over into North Carolina. But as we've seen over the last couple of days, I can't rule out a stray shower or storm in the valley. So can't rule that out, but likely not the case for most of us. Temperatures this afternoon are going to be a little bit warmer, maybe a couple degrees warmer than yesterday. We're going to be in the low to pockets of mid-90s south of Interstate 40. You add dew points in the 60s and low 70s, and that's making it for a rather steamy, hot August day. And heat index values are a little bit more comfortable across upper East Tennessee and the Tennessee-Kentucky border. The Central and Southern Valley, we're talking heat index values pushing the upper 90s to low 100s. Good morning, Carol. How are you this morning? Ooh, Becky went camping this weekend, and oh, no, Becky. No. No bueno. I believe Julie and her family just got rid of the old coronavirus, huh? All right, if you have evening plans, kids and sports and outdoor activities and all the things going on for the evening rush hour, likely not to have much in the form of rain, but of course, if we do have any showers, I'll let you know about that. And of course, check in with the interactive radar before you leave work for the day. It's always a great tool, just a good habit to get into before you hit the road, to check in with the interactive radar. Mid-80s by 8, down to 81 degrees by 10 o'clock here tonight. So it should be a nice evening, maybe for an after-dinner walk. But the steaminess continues. Here's our big dominating ridge of high pressure Really just through the next couple of days, not necessarily through the week per se, because we've got a couple troughs on the way. But really a dominating ridge from coast to coast almost. We got a trough starting to dig its way into the Pacific Northwest. But this is the reason why we are going to have the extreme heat. So let's dive into the details on the 7-day. As I mentioned, we've got 2 cold fronts on the way. I put them on the 7-day. One on Wednesday, one on Sunday. The one on Wednesday is likely to elevate our rain chances just a bit, even though I've got a 30%. We'll see what the next couple of model runs do. Probably have to bump that up to at least a 50% chance of rain on Wednesday. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you check back in with your evening weather update and your lunchtime update. We just do a quick little afternoon forecast. Pretty quick for lunchtime, a little bit more detailed for the mornings and the evening hours. But again, cold front number 1 should drop our temperatures a little bit to at or slightly below the seasonal averages, which average high for this time of year is 88. Remember, this 88 sticks with us through the 23rd. And then once we get past the 23rd, that's like the hump of summer. And then we start to go downhill pretty quickly into the fall months for average highs anyways, and lows, of course. But notice those temperatures come on down. Now, dew points don't change a whole lot Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But cold front number 2 brings us potentially a good solid first taste of fall. Heat index values near 100 degrees all the way through Wednesday. We'll be in the mid-90s Thursday, Friday because temperatures come down, so the heat index value is not going to be as hot. And then Sunday, lower humidity with cold front number 2 on the way. So let me show you dew points for a second. Dew points again stay elevated all the way through the upcoming weekend, but Sunday is when things start to turn. Let me show you. We pick up our timeline with our dew point. Taste of fall, question mark? We pick up our timeline Sunday morning. So Sunday, we're still likely to start off with some higher dew points in the upper 60s. But through the day, the cold front comes through, spilling in some scattered showers and thunderstorms. And then the lower humidity, we're talking dew points in the 40s and 50s with a couple surges through the week of some higher dew points. But the general idea is next week potentially could feel a lot more comfortable than what it has been this past week or this past weekend. All right, let's switch over to the rain chances. Again, minimal at best, but rain chances will start to elevate. I think we'll have better coverage of rainfall possibly Wednesday. Lingering showers Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Cold front number 2 comes through on Sunday. Likely to elevate our rain chances once again. So let's pick up our timeline on Tuesday morning. Let me just show you the big picture because here comes cold front number 1 as it swings its way across the Great Lakes. Now, cold front number 1 is going to be responsible for scooping up Erin and pushing Erin out into the Atlantic Ocean. I'll expand this view here in a second. Cold front number 1 comes through on Wednesday, elevating our rain chances. Look at the bottom right-hand side of the screen. Let me expand the view. There is Hurricane Erin. Thank you for a cold front to keep it away from the U.S. mainland. That's why Erin's going to be taking a hard right turn out into the Atlantic Ocean, but barreling down on the Carolina coastlines. And likely to see some flooding. So we've got a lot of flood concerns over into the outer banks of North Carolina and across the beach and coastal areas. We're going to have a lot of rip currents. We're going to have high waves, rough seas, obviously. At this point of the game, it's probably a Category 2, maybe hanging strong to a Category 3 by Wednesday evening, but likely to come down to a Category 2. But still, it's going to be some rough seas, some flooding, and some beach erosion going on over into the Carolinas. So if you have homes over into North and South Carolina, something to kind of keep in mind that we are going to see some rough seas for sure. Rainfall amounts all the way through Wednesday or Thursday evening. You'll see elevated rain chances. Again, the higher elevations will pick up the majority of the rain here from now through Tuesday. And then Wednesday, as this cold front comes through, hopefully it brings us a little bit more rainfall around the area. But as I mentioned, the Climate Prediction Center is on board with the potentially cooler than average to slightly cooler than average from the 26th to the 1st of September. So that's your 6 to 10 day forecast outlook. So let's talk about the tropics and Hurricane Erin, Category 4 right now, winds at 130, gusting to 160 miles per hour. It is tracking to the northwest now at 13. So again, it has been staying away from the U.S., from the mainlands for the most part, at least the most impactful part of this hurricane. Of course, the outer bands of the hurricane are affecting Turks and Caicos and will affect the Bahamas. The Bahamas are huge. Realize it runs all the way from the Turks and Caicos up into just to the east of Miami, north of San Juan, Puerto Rico, north of Cuba. And so that's really going to be the story. Now, watch here. This is the latest track from the National Hurricane Center. Again, a Category 4 right now could come down to a Category 3 by Wednesday. Again, possibly a Category 2 by Thursday as it skirts past the outer banks of North Carolina. and then eventually becomes just a fish storm. And the good news is it stays away from Bermuda as well. And then there's another wave back behind it. This is the latest update from the National Hurricane Center. Let's see what they're saying on this. This would be we had a 30% over the weekend. We're up to a 50% now. 50% chance of that becoming our next named storm. And a lot of the latest model guidance has it similar to Hurricane Erin and the way it's going to be curving, but some models are indicating that maybe that might not be the case. So we'll have to watch that one closely in the coming days. So 2 cold fronts on the way. Going to spill in some showers and thunderstorms and potentially could bring us a nice little taste of fall. David Neal says a lot of instability, not a lot of energy. That describes me perfectly. Well, boom. There we go. I like that, David Neal. I used to work with a guy by the name of David Neal, by the way, back in the day at Weather Nation days. Don't suppose you're the same person. I think you'd probably be razzing me or letting me know otherwise. COVID was awful. I bet it was. Ain't nobody want that, the coronavirus. Ooh. Happy Monday, Eva. Happy Monday. All right, let's get to work. I know a lot of you have to get to work and or maybe just listening before you get to the office this morning. So let's get to work with the national holidays. We'll take you back outside and show you a beautiful sunrise this morning. I think we'll be able to. I think I actually put this on as a time lapse. But anyways, that was another time lapse. Let's talk about those national holidays, shall we? For the day today, of course, we're celebrating birthdays and events. Any events going on this week or this upcoming weekend, a good time to tell you once again that the Big Kahuna Wing Festival coming up August 31st at World's Fair Park. Tickets are on sale right now. 8,000 to 10,000 people going out to eat some chicken wings and listen to some live entertainment. So I am the official meteorologist for the Big Kahuna Wing Festival. So we'll keep everybody up to date on the weather as we get a little bit closer. Of course, it's only the 18th, so we got a little bit of time left to really dive into that forecast. But again, it's going to be a lot of fun. Entertainment, food starts at 2 o'clock. Go get your tickets today for the Big Kahuna Wing Festival. And if you're celebrating a birthday today or anybody, happy birthday to you. How do I get the Android app to play this? It's still not working. That's why I'm sending you to YouTube right now. Again, I've got to work with the app developers today to get some of the pictures working because folks like Denise and stuff are not able to send photos through the app. So we'll just, and Denise, I got your token. So Dawn, if you do me a favor and go to the app, I'll show you how to do this here in a second if you want to stick around, but go to the app, go to the cog wheel on the top right-hand side of the screen and click on email support. I'll show you here in a second. I'll walk you through that forecast. It's National Pinot Noir Day. The gerbil was working there in the background. National Pinot Noir Day. I'm going to say that 10 times fast. Are you a wine drinker? I know some of you are, some of you are not. But if you are, today's a good day to tip that glass of Pinot Noir. Good solid red wine. It's National Fajita Day. I'll take that. Eat fajitas on Monday and then you can do tacos tomorrow, right? Kind of the same. One doesn't half the other, whatever that phrase is. Love fajitas. And aren't fajitas like the best at a restaurant, at a Mexican restaurant? You go to the fajitas, they splash a little bit of water on there right before they bring it out. The presentation of fajitas are amazing. My biggest issue with fajitas is they never give you enough condiments to go with it. They don't give you enough sour cream. They don't give you enough guacamole. They don't give you enough cheese, enough lettuce, enough tomatoes. They give you plenty of meat and vegetables. They just kind of slack on the rest of the stuff. Come on, guys. Pick it up. Or maybe that's a me problem because I do like things a little extra saucy. I like a lot of condiments. I like things messy. If it ain't messy, it ain't good. That's my motto. If it ain't messy, it ain't good. It's National Ice Cream Pie Day. All right. Ice cream pie is pretty good. I'd rather have an ice cream pie than an ice cream cake. What about you? And it's National Mail Order Catalog Day. Do we do that? Do we do that? I don't really know because with the onset of Amazon Are we doing mail order catalog ordering things these days, or are you just going straight to Amazon? Amazon. I feel like all of us just go straight to Amazon. I can get it by 3 o'clock this afternoon. Mail order catalogs, you got to look through them. I don't know. Seems a little bit wasteful these days this day and age of technology. All right, those are your national headlines or national holidays for the day today. We'll take you out to... No, I'm not going to be able to take it out to you anywhere because I can't take that camera full today. Maybe I can. Let's try this. Nope, that ain't working either. We'll get it working tomorrow. Anyways, you saw it. Beautiful shot from Union County, Maynardville Courthouse. A little bit of fog up there, but not enough going on. Felicia says the Morgan Life Hot Air Balloon Festival is August 30th through the 31st at Morgan County Airport. Come see you at the booth. Morgan County Airport. Awesome stuff. Morgan County's got a great little airport. I've flown in there a couple times. Me three. You're beyond ready. Yeah, you missed the Sears catalog at Christmas time. There we go. Some memories from the good old days, right? I like anything ice cream. Ice cream's pretty good, isn't it? We had some strawberries last night that were going to go bad pretty quickly if we didn't take care of them and use them. So my wife went and got angel food cake and some of that strawberry like glaze and made like some nice dessert last night. Tasted really good. Could have been a little bit better, Janelle. Could have been a little bit better with some ice cream dolloped on top. Little dollop of ice cream on top, but it was good for sure. All right, let's talk about some Witcher's pictures here. Got a few to share with you, I believe, this morning. I looked earlier. Nope, just got one. In case you missed it this weekend, I'll show you what Felicia got to experience with the Hot Air Balloon Festival. But again, this is a photo coming in from Quincy Fallweller. Quincy Fallweller, I think it is. Maryville at 3 p.m. on Sunday. This is the picture that Felicia sent from the Hot Air Balloon Festival in Townsend. Really wanted to go to that. Didn't get a chance to make it to that. We actually went to the One Knox soccer game in downtown Knoxville, and it was really a lot of fun, to go check out the soccer fields. To check out the soccer fields, we had not been to Covenant Health Park yet, so it was really fun to get out there and enjoy the nice little park to watch some soccer. I'm a diehard soccer player, so used to play all the time. Haven't played for, I guess since we moved back from Colorado, I haven't played again, but you just sent one. Just sent a picture. Let's see if it comes in. Let's see how fast these pictures come in. I don't know. Let's see if it hasn't come in yet. We might have to take a look at that tomorrow. Dawn, might have to take a look at that tomorrow. And again, if it doesn't come in tomorrow, that means we're having issues with Witcher's pictures and the link there, so I'll get that taken care of with the East Tennessee Weather app. Speaking of the app, I did want to show you for a second, if you are having issues with the app, i.e., I know the forecast has been dumping out, okay? So for those of you who do watch the forecast, I know it's been dumping out on you. I have a new website host that we're going to be taking care of that. This is a really weird photo there. Anyways, let me just show you the app real quick. So if you go to the top right, open the app up itself, go to the top right and click on that cogwheel in the top right, and then come down to email support. What I need you to do is that's going to send a token from your phone. Really, that helps the app developers know what to do. And so if you can write me a little description, hey, I'm having issues, I'm sending photos, they're not uploading, or hey, listen, this is not working very well. Or this is a problem that I'm having. If you send all that to me, I forward that to the app developers, and then they can help navigate and take care of these issues. And so that's where you do. So, and of course, make sure you track all the storms and every day's weather with the East Tennessee Weather app. So many of you are. If you love the app, please pass it along to everybody you know. All right, my friends, it is now just 7:52 Monday morning. Feels good. My wife's drinking her cup of coffee out on the back patio this morning, enjoying the nice fresh air. It's not too humid. I mean, it feels pretty good outside. So hopefully you have a chance to enjoy that. Roll down the windows, crank the music now that Wake Up with Witcher is over with. Get the blood flowing, get a workout in today, just not during the peak heating of the day. And of course, make sure you check in with the Interactive radar before you leave work tonight, just to double check on some of those storms that probably not going to fire today, but could. Most of them are going to be over into North Carolina. Oh, cool. This is even better on YouTube. Just popped over to Facebook. Nice. I don't know what you're talking about. This is even better on YouTube. Well, you can comment on YouTube or Facebook, Mike Witcher TV, East Tennessee Weather Facebook page. By the way, little side note, I told you I was going to try to get rid of the East Tennessee Weather Facebook page. That is not going away. I cannot merge the pages. I've been in contact with Facebook, and I cannot merge the pages. So we'll just keep it going. How about that? Not as active on that page as I am on the Mike Witcher TV Facebook page, but all pages are updated every single day. And Dawn, that picture has not come in yet. We'll get to it. Hopefully it comes in tomorrow. But if it doesn't, again, send me that email support link and we'll get that taken care of. If you are joining on the app this morning, at least on iPhone, and you joined in late, I'll send you back to the 24-hour weather channel, which you'll get the forecast from yours truly coming up in just a moment of time. All right, my friends, have a great day. Be safe, be kind to each other. Life is short. Enjoy the sunshine, and I'll see you tomorrow.